Hi, Rigsters here. Now with another episode of World of Warships. This review will or play two match or one match play session depending on how long the match takes. Try to do it under 30 for each episode in general for what I do for this channel. Dunkirk. This is basically a French battleship that's like a baby or not Dunkirk. Jeez. I can't even get my French ships right. Richelieu. It's a baby Richelieu, which is also a good ship. So, this ship does not have good armor for a battleship. It has forward firing guns, which are 330 millimeters, about 15 inch range. Yeah, it's not very well protected, as you can see. EA's average guns aren't bad. They have really wonky dispersion, though. The secondary armament is average, at least for what it's regarded as 5.5 kilometers. AA range is okay. It's 6 kilometers, but it's only 3 flat clouds with 75% accuracy for anti-aircraft duties. The most of the bulk of the AA damage is either through the long range or short range, respectively. So you're not really going to give CVs a lot of run for their money. And its concealment is 16.4 for the Dunkirk. So that's mediocre. It's okay. For equipment, what I did for this ship to start out with, I did main arms mod 1. So the main batteries have no chance or very little chance of getting knocked out. Because you do not want these guns getting knocked out. Or at least make them repair quicker. You can also do damage control mod 1. Which of course is less fire and flooding. I wanted to improve the main battery accuracy. Most of the other options are pretty much worthless, especially the secondary one. You don't want to be actively going into secondary range in this ship. So, main battery mod 2 is occasionally useful, but you generally want less dispersion for this kind of ship. And of course, in the final slot, either damage cod mod 2 or faster rudder shift. Propulsion mod 1 is worthless. I don't know why that's even an option. And what else? The range on this ship is actually not too bad. 18.2 kilometers for a tier 6 battleship. It's not terrible. And for consumables, you get the standard set, uh, damage control party, pair party at 315 hit points per second. And you can either do fighter plane or spotter plane. For this purposes of this video, I'm going to try out the spotting aircraft instead of the fighter, just to see if that helps more. And I'll take it in a match, and we'll see how I do. Because I've played the ship a little bit. Oh, that was the other thing before I actually do that. Almost forgot. Do have some flags and stuff on the ship, of course. And I also have the permanent national camouflage. When I got this ship gifted, it also has this as the camo. You can change it between that color or this very Frenchy color. You can also change the color of the camo it gives you. It's the same effect, less detection, lower repair costs, and more XP per battle. They both have the same effect, but I like the national camouflage more. I like that crest right there on the turret. That's really cool. So I'll see you in a match. Alright, and we're back into a match. So, with the Dunkirk, I'm gonna be... let's see what the lineup is. Oh, okay, it's not a CV I really have to worry about. It's the battleships I have to really worry about, though. Because the penetration of these guns are not necessarily terrible, but they don't do well against battleships a tier above it, except for maybe the Tirpitz. Leon, it depends. I'm gonna go max speed the other way. We're not even having the Scharnhorst going in there. He's like, nope. So I'm gonna head towards B. Not directly into B, but I'm gonna go away from there. I'm just gonna split the difference and just go full speed the other way. Let's see here. West Virginia can definitely hurt me hard if he catches me off guard. The North Carolina on our team is going that way for some reason. Now this ship, unlike the credit tree Richelieu, doesn't really bound tank that well because of the 26mm plating, as stated in the port, but I still think this ship can have its moments. It may not have as much moments as the Richelieu, which is also a really good ship. This ship is kind of average in that regard. I wouldn't say it's great though. There are definitely better tier 6 premium battleships out there, but it's definitely not the worst. At least from the couple matches I played 2 days ago, just like the Atlanta video I did before filming that. I played a couple matches, so at least it would get some familiarity with it. So, let's see what we got here. Got a Benson coming in, Tirpitz coming in. Hope I'm spotted. So, yeah. Let's get out of here. And just make sure I turn. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really want to take pot shots at the enemy yet. Yeah, just in the range. And since my team decided to just all go into B, might as well go there as well. At least on this side of the map. I'm not abandoning A though, because that would be really dumb if I did that. If they spot the Aoba, I might be able to do some good strikes on him. Just have to get in closer though. Of course, having normal sector pump out some damage. There we go. Like I said, the long range and short range AA is usually its best guns for this particular variant. It's like basically you almost can consider this like an early war version of a Richelieu, even though that's probably not necessarily the case. At least how to view it in terms of playstyle. Seems like the enemy is turtling around D3, D4 area, which kind of expect that. That's just what the player base does. The only reason I'm following my turtle in train is because, well, it's a French battleship. It's not really good at tanking damage on its own. It's not that kind of battleship. This is more of like an opportunistic battleship. You really want to see if you can get side shots in and stuff, like this Tirpitz, for example. So I'm going to run the spotter plane to get a better elevation. So the range jumps out to 21.9 with the spotter plane active. That's a pretty good jump. And the reload rate is actually pretty quick, 26 seconds without a adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush, of course, it would make it down to like the mid-20s or lower, depending on how much damage you have. Tirpitz looks like he is moving forward slowly. So I'm going to aim just a little bit ahead. Make sure I hit the upper belt, like that. And yeah, the Tirpitz has very good armor. It just does. I mean, a Dunkerque tier 6 battleship at 15.5 kilometers just hit the upper belt. Yeah, it's very impressive. And Tirpitz, it's not necessarily like a ship I'd recommend people because of that wonky quirk. Oh, actually got a good hit on the Aoba from that far away, which is good. It's always worth having aiming system on one if you don't know if the battleship's going to be wonky or not. That's usually the safe module you can put on most ships. If you don't know what to mount or when to build for, that's usually a safe bet. So the Leon, which is all the way over there. I'm gonna fire on that. Yeah, I'm gonna start retreating from B, and my spotter plane just ran out. So let's see if that's gonna hit. Nope. Yeah, I kind of figured that. He did the smart thing and slowed down. Massachusetts B. Huh. Yeah, it looks like he's just doing his thing. It's kind of interesting to see how this ship plays, because it's definitely a decent ship. I wouldn't say this is like one of the easier ships to play, but it's definitely easier to play than Atlanta. Atlanta is like a whole different skill set you have to be doing in order to play the game well. This ship you can kind of engage at range more frequently for obvious reasons, and it's not the same ship class. So in terms of Atlanta over this is definitely a ship I would pick if you want an easier to learn ship, but it's definitely still got to work to do stuff. As you're seeing right now, there's a hipper coming in. You know, these quad gun designs for the French navies is also very quirky, and it's also really French. I really like that part about the design of this ship, because they really love their quads. They really do. It's really funny to see. Ooh. Okay, not bad. Damaging a hipper in a tier 6 is definitely worth doing. I don't even have any captain's skills for this ship, but I do not want to engage a Massachusetts though. That would be a bad idea. Especially since I know he has good secondaries. That would be death sentence for this ship. Now I didn't expect it to do much damage because the hipper is angled and he can actually deflect this caliper shell. The reason why I'm not switching to HE is because I know he has to turn. So I'm waiting for the right opportunity to do even more damage than that. Occasionally you'll overpen too, even in French battleships, even on heavy cruisers if you don't know where to hit. Just waiting for him to show up here. Okay. I aim just a bit above like that. There we go, that's more like it. 6,000 damage. Start repairing. Oh look, Tirpitz is back. I should be able to do more damage to him now that I'm even closer. And he's still broadside. Wow, just my luck. Just gotta aim for that traditional upper belt trick. See how much good damage it does. Look at that armor. The upper belt on that ship is insane. Being poor. Yeah, unfortunately Tirpitz and Bismarck have always suffered from the upper belt syndrome. They're really good at protecting the Citadel, but in this game, the way the damage mechanic works, it's not really that great. Oh, that was a terrible dispersion. Holy smokes. Oh, there's the Massachusetts. These guns aren't aimed at me, but I'm starting to back out. I know that's probably futile, but what else am I gonna do? So much shell splashes too. See, I'll aim on the upper deck. Do that there. Not bad. 4,000 damage against a tier 8 battleship. I'll take it. Do these players even know how to hit this ship? I mean, I'm starting to maneuver so he doesn't get quite as easy of a shot. Yeah, I just want to point my nose at the enemy. It's not as good as a Dunkirk, but it's certainly more durable than what I was doing the previous episode. Oh my goodness, I killed the Tirpitz. Well, I definitely will do it. Yeah, just Leon and Massachusetts. I'll go for Massachusetts. Just playing with the throttle a little bit, so that way I can get a better position. Ooh, gotta be careful with that West Virginia flank. Another 4,000. That's not bad. I'll take it. Ooh, yeah, I don't want double fires. 9,700 is the max theoretical of these guns, so doing a 4,000 damage roll is actually a decent roll. Some guns that's terrible roll, this is actually a decent roll. Oh, ship. Oh, I'm gonna get hit hard by the torpedoes. Yep. Oh. Aw, I almost dodged those. So close to dodging them. He's gonna probably finish me off. Yep. Ah, that sucks. I was doing so good too. Or at least was starting to get something going. And then, you know. The Ishino, of course, does not get countered by the CV because CVs don't know how to play either. Well, it is a Weezer, but still. Weezers aren't necessarily the greatest CV to counter destroyers in outside of torpedoes, but that's still pathetic. Okay, well, back to harbor. Do one more, and I'll see you then. Alright, and so back into the port. It turned out to be a loss in the Dunkirk. Did 42,706 damage, 2 planes shot down, and 1 ship destroyed. Yeah, near the bottom of the list because, you know, torpedoes. Let's see here. Experience credits wise, 95,467 without premium. For money earning, 153,000 with. Let's see, detailed report here. Yeah, so we got that here. So 34 hits out of 96 shells. That's about rough ballpark 35% accuracy. Yeah, these shells do go wonky pretty quickly. So I'll go into one more match here and see if it goes any better. Alright, now we're in another match. So, let's see here. We got a Ranger. Those could be harder to shoot down. Turpits, well, you've seen from the last one. That's gonna be easy. This is actually a slightly better lineup to face off against, at least. The only ships I really have to fear is Vladivostok, Colorado, Baltimore, Mainz, any fire-breathing cruisers, or Atlanta. Oh god, the Atlanta. I think I'm seeing a lot more Atlantas lately, partly because of the Black Friday sale. I decided to keep the spotter plane. I think it's more useful than the fighter plane for this ship. Sometimes the fighter plane can help a little bit, but not for this ship. I think the extra range at 21 kilometers is much more useful for a battleship of this type. So I'm going to head northbound on Haven. Yeah, Haven can be interesting as well. Sometimes you can have some really interesting matches, sometimes you don't. I'm just hoping this team doesn't blow up and die before I get there. Although if this ship's pretty fast speeds for a tier 6 battleship actually. That was the other thing I forgot to mention in the first match. The ship can reach about 30 knots, which for tier 6 is actually pretty fast. There's not many battleships that can rival this one's top speed. Agility is average. I mean, by battleship standards, it's pretty okay. It's not a fast rudder shift one, but it's certainly better than some others. And the turret traverse, yeah, it's average. The rate of fire is great though at 26 seconds. Only the German battleships or some British ones can outdo that as well. I'm gonna take a pot shot on this Anshan. That's a Pan-Asian destroyer. I don't think those are gonna hit. Oh, now I get one. Did a little bit of chip damage, but I don't expect any damage with doing AP on a destroyer. It's almost always over pen, and usually it's 10% of your shells. So, yeah. Colorado is almost in range if I use a spotter plane now, but I'm going to hold with that. I want to get a little bit closer and not use the spotter plane until later, if I can help it. New Mexico is there, because spotter plane gets you detected faster too, if you fire, because your range is higher. I'm waiting for that Baltimore to show up, so I'm going to slow down. Ooh, that New Mexico took a good hit on the enemy team there. Another good hit. Alright, I'm going to fire on the New Mexico. And then I'll fire on the Baltimore. Let's see what we got. Ricochet on the New Mexico. Kind of makes sense. He did angle, so that's usually when the French guns start failing you, for battleships at least. I think I have just enough clearance. Oh no, I don't. I'm gonna turn this hull around and get closer to him. This Baltimore is suiciding for some strange reason, but that's okay. I'm gonna take advantage of that. Ah, I missed. I almost hit the superstructure and I whiffed it. That's part because of the dispersion and also part because I whiffed. So I'm gonna start backing up. Yeah, gotta just use the bow as best I can. It's a bow on battleship. Even if it's not as good as the Richelieu, it still has at least something. There we go. At least that's something, I guess. So this New Mexico is still there. Tirpitz is coming in. Yeah, guess we'll just fire on the New Mexico. See if these shells will do some damage. Hopefully I actually do something. That's better. Well, that's definitely coming for me. Oh boy, wonder what ship fired those. Oh, okay. That's probably the Vladivostok or Leon ship. Oh, actually, that's probably the Leon. That's probably what fired on me. Oops, one of my shells had clipped the rock. That's okay though. Citadel. Yeah. There we go. Yep, that was the Leon that hit me earlier. Gotta start repairs. Start maneuvering. Leon is being sneaky cheeky, as they say. I don't think that's a real word, but oh well. It is now, at least temporary. Ooh, Ranger in sight. Yeah, I'm definitely going after him. If I can take out that Ranger, we'll have the advantage even there. Alright, just wait for the shells to reload. And let's see what he's doing. Okay. Let's make sure we get some shells going. Yeah, I'm gonna start moving forward. Let's see if that shot will work. Haha, yeah! 2 Citadels and a Ranger. Oh, let's go. That brings tears to my eyes. That was a beautiful shot. 20 almost max range for Citadel on a CV is never gets old. I don't care what ship it is, that never gets old. It could even beat a Kansas, my most least liked ship in the game, and I'll still tear self for joy for that. Now that time it did miss because he's maneuvering fast, so he definitely got some speed going on him. Okay, Ranger's down, so the threat of the air is eliminated. Oops. Shouldn't celebrate too soon. Oh. Oh, I guess I can celebrate again because the Tirpitz has horrendous accuracy. Guess I can count my fortunes lucky for that. Oh, and there's the Atlanta. So I'm gonna start maneuvering. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Alright, so I'm gonna start turning around and away. Yeah, I do not wanna be here. I'm gonna start maneuvering so I get my guns away from my attention here. Not my attention, sorry, their attention. Why do I say my attention? Alright. I'm gonna start moving fast as possible. Wow. How did I miss that? But oh well. Well, I'm not. That's not even worth repairing there. I'm gonna wait till it's a little more damaged than that. Plus, I get a little faster reload every time I take damage. Oh wait. Oh, I don't have Adrenaline Rush. I forgot. I totally forgot to put Adrenaline Rush for this second match. It really benefits most vast majority of ships in the game. Not sure for CVs if it does. Maybe it does. Who knows? Yeah, I'm just gonna have to play babysit the cat. Yeah, I'll just tell the team, hey, we should watch this ship here, because mains left unchecked can be pretty deadly. I know that from first-hand experience, because I have one. Yeah, definitely want to see if I can detect him again, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. He should be over there, though. Just don't know what's detecting me yet. It's definitely one of those. Oh, Farragut. Well, I didn't expect this. Oh no. That's actually a bad ship to have at this close of a range. Did knock out his one main gun turret temporarily though. But I definitely do not want to play ball with that. I'm loading the HE. The HE max theoretical, even though I rarely use it in French battleships, is 4,800 for this particular ship. Which is not too shabby. I mean, the fire chance in this ship is actually not too bad. It's not great though. Oh geez, I missed with my shotgun. That Colorado's going down. Oh, he survived temporarily at least. God. Why did he do that? The Farragut ran out of his smoke. Well, I gotta take the shot. Oh, dang it. Wow. Couldn't move. I guess you consider almost suiciding into Colorado a good move because nobody helped him. I was the only other ship helping, and the Colorado decided not to turn and move. I'm trying to not get killed by him too. I'm well within his torpedo range as well. Yeah, just a little. You know, I mean, I digress. Alright, let's see what he's doing. Okay. I'd die of laughter if my secondaries actually killed this guy over my main gun. Oh! Well, shoddily aimed shot. So a well-aimed shot at the same distance, miss. Do a Hail Mary main battery shot, hoping they might actually hit. Hits the ship. Okay. 10 out of 10 more game. 10 out of 10. I would definitely shoot again. Yep, and then expected torpedoes, because I know he definitely launched those off. There's no way he didn't. I know player base might scream at me for doing this, but I'm going to stick with HE for just a while longer, because if Vladivostok is not a ship I can easily pen. Yes, I know. I had to do it. I had to reach for HE. He did put out the fire though, so he is one of those kind of people. What I mean by that is, as soon as he gets a single fire, he puts it out. So yeah, at least I forced him to burn that. I do reload quicker, but I am not messing around with a Vlad. And I'm gonna ping the map kindly once. Yeah, you can't duel a Vladivostok in this. I like to see him try that. Yeah, this guy is a total moron. Yeah, it's okay. Our CV doesn't want to spot base anyways, you know. I'm not even gonna type that. It's quite obvious that they know the Ranger is kind of dumb on our team. people have to be that obvious? What kind of Captain Obvious statement is that? It's like, what else am I gonna do? I mean, I know he's behind the rock. I know he's there. Just have to play the waiting game. Just keep burning them out. And just keep flooring it. What? How the did he know that? Jeez. I'm like, come on, CB. You can do it. Thank you. Oh, come on. Give me some kind of shot. There we go. Finally. It's about dang time. There. There we go. There we go. Now he's doing a good move with me. Yeah, I'll thank him for the recovery. I'm not going to be a total butthead and not encourage him. I'm willing to give people a chance to recover from mistakes, because I'm not perfect either. I mean, I make a lot of mistakes in this game too, so saying to the CV about that, it's like thanking him for recovering from his mistake and actually trying to help me is actually an encouragement. And thank goodness this Vlad can't shoot for poop. Holy smokes, the HE on this thing is better than I expected. My goodness. You want me to die faster? It's a ranged BB. Oh hell. Chill. It's okay. Just gotta play the waiting game. There, see? Just gotta do that. It's like no need to charge. Just gotta make sure I don't show my broad. Ouch. That hurt a little bit. It's okay though, because he's gonna burn down. Come on. Oh, son of a gun. Frickin' guns at the last minute. Yeah, it's a ranged BB. I'm not gonna charge the Vlad. I'm just gonna keep firing away with HE. There, see? Easy. See, that's what you actually do in French battleship. You don't directly engage a Russian battleship, you kite. Kite people. And plus the CV finally realized that he could help me. Teammates sometimes, they make your head explode. Yeah, okay. It's like, ay ay ay, people sometimes in this game can make your head explode. Luckily and thankfully, the CV realized that I was actually trying to do something to help the base. It wasn't like I was going to completely run away from the base and not do anything. I just wanted to extend and say, hey, look, I'm not going in there if you're not going to help. I wasn't trying to lose or throw the match. I just am like, you know, it's a Vladivostok. Vladivostoks are extremely hard to counter. I got a little lucky with the fire rolls too. I mean, that could have been only 3 fires or 2, but luckily he was not smart and kept burning out his damage con at the wrong time. Surprisingly, the HE fire chance on this ship is actually better than I thought, at least on paper. Let's see if I got any angry grams after that one. Wow, thank God. Ugh, people, man. Let's see the fire chance on this ship while I'm in port now. 35%. What is the Vladivostoks? The ship I actually own. That's why I know how to counter it, because I actually own this ship too, as well. 41. And what about the Kansas? The ship I 36. So a tier 8 that fires once every 40 seconds has 1% higher fire chance than my tier 6 Frenchie here. Although it probably does more HE damage, 4,800. For mine, yeah, more damage though. Okay, fair enough. Let's see what campaign stars we get. So it's task 2 of that there. Don't have premium count anymore for my North America. Okay. Wow. I'm actually almost close to getting the next task for that particular campaign. Alright. So, after that very strange match of players being players, I think he realized after a while, he's like, let's see what we earned. So, most of my damage actually still was from AP, ironically, even though if I did quite a healthy amount of fires on him. Yeah, actually only a couple thousand less, jeez. I walk away with 232,000, not 292 credits standard. 360,000 would be if I had premium. The XP 3,700 and free experience 795. Well, it also have pop-up flag. I think it's also because. Oh, am I running a? No, I'm not. I'm not running the extra fire chance flag. Interesting. Yeah, I want to definitely take off that. And so, yeah, I have Sierra Mike, faster consumable reload, and better secondary range. That definitely helped a little bit against the destroyer, and more commander experience. Well, that was definitely my Dunkirk 2 match experience. First one was okay. Second one was a bit strange with some of the players and stuff, but I think I still enjoyed the match. I just don't understand people that expect you to charge in like that. It's really perplexing. But that's World of Warships for you. So on that note, next episode I'll cover probably cover either like another battleship like my Georgia or the Kidd. So this is Rigsters Journey, signing off.